Hi everyone! Welcome to our YouTube channel, Research Ready and Student Matters Hub by Doc Lynn. So, kamusta na kayo ngayon? At malamang na-enjoy nyo ang holiday seasons na meron tayo dito sa Pilipinas. So, Happy New Year and Merry Christmas sa lahat. So, ngayon, meron na naman tayong bagong lesson video. At ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, paano ba natin dinedefine ang success? Maaring yung iba sa inyo ay pwedeng sabihin, hindi ako nagde-define ng success or meron akong different perspective pag sinabi nating success. Pero yung discussion natin ngayon, titignan natin yung mga real stories ng mga successful person, lalo na sa field ng business or ng pangangalakal. Pero bago yun, i-discuss muna natin yung iba't ibang perspektibo paano natin dinedefine yung success. Pwede kasing ang success para sa iyo ay personal fulfillment. Yung sense of satisfaction and sense of happiness. Kapag naramdaman mo na siya and you are already contented of what you have, that sometimes, for some people, it's a success. No? Pwede rin namang sabihin natin na ang success ay goals achievement. So, nag-set ka ng goal, tapos na-reach mo yung goal na yon, no, base sa kagustuhan mo or base sa pinlano mo, that is for you a success. Okay? But of course, if we have set our goals, we have also to do something in order to reach all that goals. Okay? Or it can be your impact on others. When you think na meron kang impact or nakakatulong ka sa ibang tao or sa community mo without asking anything in return, so sometimes those people define it already as a success. No? So your willingness to help others, even they cannot return anything to you, material, emotional, or something, but if you have felt that you have made an impact to the community or to every person, that's already a success for some people. Other measurement of success or indicators is the balance. So, para sa iba, okay na ako pagka yung aking personal life at yung aking work ay balanse. So, ibig sabihin, for me, that is already a success. So, hindi naman kailangan na mas successful ako sa ganitong bagay or sa ganitong bagay. When there is a balance between your personal life and career, so meron kang balance, so that is for some a success. Others also believe that if you have achieved the growth and learning that you want, it's a success. Example, I wanted to be a teacher, and then you become a teacher, that is a success. Oh, that's an indicator of success. I wanted to finish my master's degree and you have finished it, that's a success. Okay, so yung growth and learning mo. I wanted to attend a training and conference abroad, and when that is fulfilled for others, that is a success. Small or little, the success will be defined by the person who perceived the success. We don't have the same definition as to the extent, as to the level, and as a kind of thing that is happening. Okay? And lastly, financial stability. When you have already financial freedom, no, you can support yourself, you can support your family, that is a success. For some, no, they are already contented of what they have achieved because for them, success is a financial stability. Now, when we are going to set our criteria for having a success, commonly ang ginagamit natin yung SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Siyempre, S stands for specific. When you want to identify your success, it has to be specific. No? When you said, I want to be successful someday, what is specifically that success you are referring to? So you really have to be very specific on what you meant. When you said, gusto ko ng ganito, gusto ko ng ganyan, but what specifically you wanted to be in the future? Okay? And then it has to be measurable. So when you said measurable, it has to be quantifiable so that later on you can measure as to how many percent na ba yung na-achieve ko doon sa aking success. If you're really very specific, no, with the indicators of success that you have or that you have set, you have to establish your criteria, no, on measuring the success that you have set. it also has to be attainable. So, ibig sabihin, dapat posible na ma-achieve natin to. So, with the effort that we're going to have through times and through years, we can achieve this specific success. And then, it has to be also relevant. Okay, so pag sinabi nating relevant, what is your specific goal? What is your specific field? So can I achieve this specific success that I wanted to have? No, it should be aligned with the broader ambitions and values. So what specifically do you possess at the present time and what you wanted to be in the future? Lastly, it has to be time-bound. When you said, I wanted to be successful, I wanted to be a principal, I wanted to be a manager, as to what time? Okay, so sa loob ng ilang taon, kailangan mo siyang ma-achieve. But mind you, there are some people who are not doing this because for them, it will pressure them to attain something. So yung iba, ang ginagawa lang nila is, kung ano yung mangyari after all my efforts, then it will be enough. Okay? So, but for others, they really wanted to set a specific indicator and time for their success. Now, I will share with you 6 people or 6 real stories which we can really identify success. And let us see how do they view success and how they have achieved their life successes and their achievement. Okay, so let's start. The first one is Jack Ma. So everybody knows who is Jack Ma. Jack Ma is a Chinese entrepreneur and he is the co-founder of Alibaba. So everyone also is very familiar with Alibaba Group. It is a leading e-commerce and tech conglomerate. This is in China. He was born in 1964 and he became an early setbacks in education and career to build Alibaba in 1999. So it means marami din siyang struggles na dinaanan. Pero naging successful siya sa online retail and digital payments. Nag-transform yung Alibaba into one largest tech companies and it became a symbol of China's entrepreneurial spirit. So dahil kay Alibaba, no, talagang sumikat yung business ventures sa China. However, although he is very charismatic and he has his bold approach, he stepped down as Alibaba's chairman in 2019. So kung mapapansin niyo, medyo nawala sa limelight si Jack Ma. Kasi nag-concentrate siya sa philanthropy and environmental efforts. At nakaranas din siya ng tension sa Chinese government, especially nung nag-speech siya ng 2020 at kinikriticize na yung financial regulations ng China. However, he still remains the most influential business figures globally. One of the most influential business figures. Ano ba ang success or ang view ni Jack Ma pagdating sa success? Para kay Jack Ma, in-embrace niya yung failure. So, hindi siya takot na mag-fail. Often, he speaks about the importance of learning from failure. Kasi naniniwala siya that setbacks are crucial for growth and that each failure brings valuable lessons that can lead to future success. Pangalawa, he believes on long-term vision. Gustong-gusto niya yung nag-iisip siya for long-term rather than focusing solely on short-term gains. He is about building something sustainable na alam niya na magbe-benefit sa society over time. Ang pangatlo, teamwork and leadership. Siyempre, kailangan natin to para maging successful tayo. He values the importance of surrounding yourself with the right team and right people. Okay? He believes that ang mga great leaders daw can empower their teams and cultivate a strong organizational culture. So, yan yung para sa kanya. So, kapag naging great leader ka, kasama mo sa success mo yung buong grupo mo at makakatulong sila para maging yung success, hindi lamang ikaw. Number 4, passion and perseverance. Ni-stress niya yung importance of being passionate about what you do. And as I have read so many articles also of some successful people, eto rin, nakikita ko rin itong terminology na to or yung word na to, yung passion. So, kailangan gusto mo kung ano yung iyong ginagawa. At syempre, hindi ka titigil hanggat hindi mo na-achieve kung ano yung naiset mong goals. Iyan yung perspectives ni Jack Ma. Napunta naman tayo sa perspektibo ni Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a very popular person, especially nowadays. No? He is considered once as the richest person in the whole world, not to mention also one of the most powerful. Elon Musk is a South African-born American entrepreneur. He's an inventor, he's an engineer, and he's known for founding a high-profile tech companies. He's from South Africa and then they moved to US. So he attended university in US and later on he founded or co-founded ZipZip and X.com, which eventually became the very well-known PayPal. But later on, itong PayPal ibinenta niya rin. He achieved global prominence as the CEO of Tesla, okay, where he has spearheaded the development of electric vehicles and renewable energy solutions. Si Elon Musk naman, he wanted to be successful, but he also wanted to be or to contribute to sustainability. He's the founder of SpaceX, which aims, to reduce space travel costs and eventually make life multiplanetary. So ano ba ang success sa perspective ni Elon Musk? Para sa kanya kasi it is something more on intense and innovative take on success. He has that. So he has an innovative thinking. He encourages thinking outside the box. So not the usual. Okay? So, marami siyang naiisip na hindi naiisip ng iba. Or marami siyang naiisip na kapag sinabi niya at narinig ng iba ay hindi makapaniwala na meron palang ganun. Meron palang ganung perspectives or idea. And he wanted most of the time to tackle ambitious projects. So, parang para sa atin na mga pangkaraniwang tao, hindi natin inaiisip na mangyayari yung mga bagay na yon, pero sa kanya meron siyang perspectives na kaya niyang gawin yung mga bagay na imposible. He believes success comes from solving big problems and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The second one, work ethic. Nako, si Elon Musk, napaka-particular sa work ethic. He really work hard, in order to accomplish something. He is very relentless in terms of work ethics. He emphasizes that hard work and dedication are crucial components of success. Wala naman daw success na nakukuha or nabibuild kung wala kang effort. Okay? And sometimes it is recorded working 80 to 100 hours a week to achieve his goals. So meaning to say there is less time for him to rest or to sleep. Number 3, there is risk-taking on Elon Musk. He advocates for taking calculated risk. Okay? He views risk as essential to innovation and he believes that substantial rewards come from being willing to fail, just like Jack Ma. Hindi po pwedeng walang failure. So, makakaranas ka talaga ng failure before you can spell success. Lastly, he has impact on humanity. For Ma, success is not just about financial gain, but about making a significant positive impact on humanity. He addresses the challenges like climate change and space exploration, aligning his efforts with a broader vision for the future. We all know that Elon Musk is very controversial nowadays because of his support to the now President of the United States of America. But for me, maybe other people don't understand him because as I have mentioned, he always thinks outside the box. Maybe what we expected to a person or a human to think is not what Elon Musk is. So that's why he is always misunderstood about his perspectives, no, about our planet, about the whole world of what he plans to do. No, maaring yung iba ay nagtataas ng kilay at naaami sa kanyang mga sinasabi at sinasabing pwede kayang mangyari yung sinasabi ni Elon Musk. Okay, so aside from Elon Musk, we have another successful story. And this is in the person of Steve Jobs. So Steve Jobs is the co-founder of Apple. Okay, so the Apple company or Apple Incorporated, which recognized for revolutionizing several industries, including personal computing, animated movies, music, and mobile phones. He originated in San Francisco, United States of America, and he founded Apple in 1976 with Steve Wozniak and Ronald Wayne. They developed first personal computer with a graphical user interface. So he led the groundbreaking projects such as the iPhone, the iPod, the Mac, and the iPod, transforming the tech industry and influencing modern culture. Naaus siya sa Apple ng 1985. No, naaus, ibig sabihin, natanggal siya or inalis. And during that time, he went to acquire naman Pixar, which later became a major animation studio that is also acquired later on by Disney Corporation. Pero bumalik siya sa Apple nung naibenta niya yung Pixar noong 1997, tapos nagtuloy-tuloy na yung success ng Apple. However, he passed away in 2011, leaving a lasting legacy as one of the most innovative and influential tech pioneers of the 21st century. Ano ba yung para kay Steve Jobs? For him, success is rooted in creativity, passion, and innovation. Hindi ko nakakalimutan yung lagi niyang sinasabi. Ang sabi ni Steve Jobs, we don't supply what people need. We create what they need. So, laging sinasabi yan ni Steve Jobs. So, para sa kanya ba, ano ang perspektibo ng success? Para sa kanya, ang success ay pursuit of passion. Because he believes that it comes from doing what you love. So, pangatlo na to. So, mula kay Jack Ma, kay Elon Musk, laging nandun yung word na passion as I have mentioned kanina. He often emphasized that passion fuels creativity and drives excellence in one's work. So, which also I believe. Kasi pag gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, matatapos mo siya, hindi lamang matatapos. Matatapos mo siya ng maayos at may a-apply mo yung mga bagay na gusto mong gawin dahil gusto mo yung iyong ginagawa. Focus on quality. He was known for his obsession with perfection and attention to details. He believed that creating high-quality products was essential. He is also very well known on innovation and disruption. He advocated challenging the status quo. So ayaw niya ng status quo as I have mentioned kanina. He believed in creating products that not only met current needs but also anticipated future desires. He is also resilient and he has vision. Marami siyang naging problema at setbacks dito sa mga ini-introduce niyang mga tech products. But he viewed it as a challenges to opportunities to learn. He encouraged having a clear vision and staying committed to it regardless of the obstacles. Dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, meron din tayong mga successful entrepreneur. Okay, so nandyan si Ramon Ang, nandyan si Henry C, at nandyan si MVP or si Manny B. Pangilinan. Discuss din natin ng very short kung ano yung perspective nila pagdating sa success. Unahin natin si Mr. Henry C. Of course, very well known on his SM Investments Corporation. So he started with establishing SM Shoemart in 1958 and later on it was evolved into a dominant retail chain. So marami na ngayong business ventures ang SM or yung kumpanya ni Henry C. Meron na siyang real estate, yung SM Prime Holdings, meron na ring bank, yung BDO, at meron na ring telecommunications. Para sa kanya, ang success, meron siyang tinatawag na entrepreneurial vision. So, yung una, small shoe store lang meron siya, pero na-expand niya to into a diversified conglomerate. Pangalawa, customer-centric approach. Kasi ang focus ni Henry C is creating a positive shopping experience that will help establish SM as a household name, which is accessible regardless of kung anong class sa community meron ka, okay? And then you have long-term strategy. So meron siyang sustainable growth and expansion, leading to a lasting impact, syempre dito sa ating Philippine economy. Pangalawa, si Ramon Ang. Syempre, siya yung CEO ng San Miguel Corporation. At marami na rin siyang business ventures at kasama na dito yung acquisition niya ng Petron Corporation at saka yung infrastructure projects like Tarlac Pangasinan La Union Expressway or the Skyway. So para sa kanya, ano nga ba ang success or yung key aspect ng success? One is innovation and diversification. Kaya nga yung San Miguel Corporation, which is firstly a food corporation, was led into a conglomerate through evolving innovative strategies and diversification. He is also resilient, he navigates challenges effectively, tsaka napaka-adaptable niya and persevere dun sa mga ginagawa niya. And he is focused on infrastructure now. Under his leadership, he has invested heavily on infrastructure. Lastly, si MVP or si Manny Pangilinan. Ito yung mga binabanggit kong tao. Ito yung mga philanthropists dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Sabi nga natin kanina sa definition natin ng success, if you are able to make an impact to your community without asking anything in return, that for you is a success. There are also other people who do that, even those na hindi pa ganun kayaman or mayaman, na tumutulong na sila sa iba at feeling nila yun yung self-fulfillment na meron sila pag ginagawa nila yun. So let's talk about naman MVP. So MVP, also known as Manny Pangilinan, is a Filipino businessman and the chairman of several companies, not to mention or not limited to PLDT, Felix Mining, and the Smart Corporations. He is also a dominant player in the country's telecom because of the PLDT. Para sa kay Manny Pangilinan, ano ba ang success? Sa kanya, strategic leadership. Meron siya kasing strategic foresight. Kaya nailid niya ang PLDT to adapt and grow in rapidly changing telecommunication landscape. Napaka-popular din ni Manny Pangilinan pagdating sa CSR or Corporate Social Responsibility. He emphasizes the importance of giving back to the community and extending social responsibility into his business practices. Hindi talaga nawawala sa kanya ito. He also built a strong partnerships. He has focused on forming alliances and partnership that enhances PLDT's competitive edge and service offerings. So based from the stories that we have mentioned, so we can say that these people are really successful. Okay? So and in the future, you might also ask yourself, ask ourselves if what we have set as our goals, as how to define success, na-meet ba natin siya? So, go back tayo doon sa sinabi natin kaninang SMART criteria. So, first, you have to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable or attainable. It has to be relevant and time-bound. So, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope na magamit nyo ito sa inyong mga lessons, sa inyong school, lalo na kung kayo ay business students. Magagamit nyo ito para ma-relate nyo yung mga discussions na meron kayo sa loob ng classroom. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe para maraming matulungan itong video na to. See you on our next lesson video, and always remember, we unlock insights to empower your minds.